My name is Molly Franks. I am from Oklahoma and I currently live in Holdenville, and I work for the Alabama Quasati Tribal Town in Wetumpka, Oklahoma, and I'm a member of the Creek Nation, the Muskogee Creek Nation. Holding each other accountable is incredibly important. We hold our children accountable, or we should, and we hold ourselves accountable, or we should. And if we don't, what's the purpose? Why are we here if we're not going to hold each other accountable to our agreements? If we're not going to do what's best for not an individual, but the community as a whole. And I'm not just talking about our tribal community. I'm talking about our world community. If we can't hold each other accountable, or if we don't hold each other accountable, what is the point? Tribal people are a collective culture. As a tribal person, do something and it's something good for my tribe. That's not my accomplishment. That's our tribe's accomplishment, because without them, I am nothing. Because I wouldn't have the opportunity to do these things without them. I don't do this for me. I do this for my people. And obviously I'm not a full-blood. I grew up in the white world. I didn't grow up in Indian world. I was reconnected later and understand myself better, because I never really fit in anywhere until I went home and, excuse me, it's okay. A way of thinking. And it's hard to get people who aren't of that mindset, that communal mindset, to understand that it's not about me, it's about us. And when the accomplishments are not yours, the accomplishments are your community's, that makes you tighter. That makes the community better. It makes the community work harder together. In a collective culture, in every culture, it's not just collective culture, in every culture we rely on each other. But it's to what degree we acknowledge how without each other we would accomplish nothing. If I say something and I don't follow through with it, then you know I am not a woman of my word. But if I do say something and I do what I say I'm going to do, I am a woman of my word. And it is our decision to choose who we have relationships with. And our relationships are incredibly important to everybody, not just tribal people, but all people. How important are they to you? What is your acknowledgement of that relationship, of the relationships that we have, and that no one does anything on their own? No one does. You can say, I've done this all by myself. No one does anything all by themselves. No one. It's impossible. You don't work by yourself. I did it all by myself. Well, somebody provided the money for you to go get educated, to do whatever it is that you do. Somebody provided a building for you to go to work in. Somebody else was involved in your life to help you live. Just like you've been involved in other people's lives to help them live. Not just your parents, or your siblings, or your children, or your grandparents, everybody on the planet. If it wasn't for all of us here now, nothing would be accomplished. We can't do this without each other.